Good morning. Welcome and thank you all for connecting with us today for the first session of Power Hour Innovation Talks by Schneider Electric. I am Pradeep Madok and I shall be taking you through this journey of IoT enabled new age power for the next 45 minutes. And during this journey, we will be covering few of these points. We will be covering about how digital disruption is looking in the world today, how the mega trends are shaping up our future, how the electrical distribution is changing along with it. We will have a glimpse of EcoStruxure Power architectures, and we will also bring to you the expert network support for EcoStruxure architectures, followed by a glimpse of Digital India, how Digital India is moving in the world today. And post that, we have a very interesting session of the quiz, and stay tuned for it because there are some exciting prizes to be won. Now, to see how digitization is changing every business in this world, let us take a simple example of our local travel agents. Not so long back in the distant past, we used to rely heavily upon a travel agent for all our bookings, whether it is hotel booking, whether it is taxi booking, whether it is flight bookings, bus, train, everything. And with 100% customer satisfaction, fueled with the word of mouth publicity, this business was a thriving one. And there was no stopping for the local travel agents. But this all stopped when the online booking websites started popping up. And now I had the access to flight tickets booking, bus tickets booking, cabs and everything else at the palm of my hand. And slowly we forgot the local travel agent guy. And now one of these names became our new travel agent. Well, what happened to our travel guy? He had to close his shop and he had to change his business. This is happening with almost every other business in the world today. Whether we see it or not, digital disruption is here and it's here to stay. However, in the business world today, to go digital or not is still the question. Let's look at some statistics. In 2017, we had about 20 billion connected devices in the world, which will increase to 31 billion by 2020. And it will go to an unprecedented amount of 75 billion connected devices by 2025. Yes, that is amazing growth, and it is all fueled by IoT. And now this is no longer a technology issue. It has become a business issue today. Companies that adapt to the new digital revolution, they face profits of up to 26%. And the companies which fail to adapt to the digital disruption today, they either phase out or they have to change their business model altogether. And this is not true only with the local small businesses like our travel guy. It is also as equally applicable to the bigger companies, to the Fortune 500 companies. To give you an insight onto this, in the last 20 years, more than 1/3 of the Fortune 500 companies have disappeared. And this all happened because they failed to adapt to the change. Along with IoT, we also feel that there are few catalysts which are fueling the innovation in market today. We will have a look at a couple of them. The first one is mobility. We all have a mobile phone today. We cannot imagine a life without a mobile phone today. It has invaded our personal space, it has invaded our business space as well. We rely heavily on our smartphones to take us everywhere. And with the feature-rich and easy user interface, it has become very easy for new and new applications to be built upon this platform. The second technological innovation which is fueling IoT is sensing. In the last couple of years, the price of sensors have drastically reduced. And this has allowed us to embed more and more sensors into our equipments, into our critical machines. These sensors provide us data from machine learning, they provide us data for the machine performance and our critical equipments. And with so much of data coming from so many sensors across the world, we definitely need a safe and secure way to store all of this. And we find that space in cloud. Cloud provides an affordable and secure platform for all of us to share our data, to save our data and to analyze it further. Today, most of our business applications run on cloud. Most of the business applications where we are collaborating with other stakeholders, where we are collaborating with other partners and team members, we have to rely heavily upon the cloud space. And unless we analyze all this data, unless we make sense out of this data, unless we convert this data into actionable insights, it will just remain data. And that is where analytics comes into picture. Analytics engine today is fueling businesses' growth by adding new and new advancements in the analytics features. And most important, we have cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a must as we are moving towards an open protocol, towards Ethernet-based communication industrial networks. And with the current recent fiasco which we have all witnessed, it is very, very understandable, it is very clear to everyone that cybersecurity is a must, and we just cannot live without it. Now, as we have seen, the world is changing, and the electrical system also needs to change along with it. Though these trends pose a lot of challenges to us, they also bring unprecedented amount of opportunities. Let's have a look. By 2025, we are expected to have 10 times more connected devices than the population of this entire globe. Yes, that is huge. And by around the same time, 75% of our workforce is going to be from the digital generation. And this digital generation, this digital economy cannot thrive without an always-on power. Definitely a lot of opportunities there. And with always-on power requirement increasing day by day, we have moved towards a more decentralized architecture of electricity distribution. Today itself, it will be very difficult for us to find a single facility which runs on a single source. Digital generation is going to be the way of the future. At this point, let's take a break and understand, apart from digital, what other innovations we need to improve our electrical distribution networks. There are some underlying issues which are still persistent in our electrical distributions. Let us see what those are. So this is not a poll question. You are not answering this question on the poll. You will have a quiz later on, so please stay tuned for it. This gives us an insight of what are the underlying issues today. Now, some of us will believe that it is the higher level of security requirement. Some of us will believe that we need to reduce the capex and opex of our electrical distribution, while some others will believe that we need a more stricter adherence to all the standards so that we are gaining a safe and reliable network. Well, the answer is all of the above and many more. Today, more than half of the electrocutions that occur, they are caused by the facilities because of unsafe designs. More than 70% of power quality distributions, they face disturbances only from within the facilities. Power interruptions in India itself affect more than half of our population, and there is definitely a huge amount of scope for energy efficiency in a regular building. And with this, these challenges, they require a very fresh view of innovation, and that is where we bring EcoStruxure into picture, and that is exactly what we have done. We bring together the amalgamation of energy, automation and software to bring you the best out of all these worlds. Equipments and connected products, they form the first layer of this architecture. With embedded intelligence and connectivity, they are able to send and receive data about their health, about the equipment health, about the necessary insights that we need to understand the performance of these equipments. That, fueled by the edge control layer, which will provide you a system-wide layer that allows your connected products to simultaneously work together in harmony, to understand each other, to benefit from each other's data. And this system-wide application can reside on-premise, on-site, so that you have real-time monitoring and control. This is the foundation of smart operations. But efficiency in systems and operations will only come from analytics, will come from advanced analytics, and that is where the cloud-based apps, analytics and service layer helps us. We are able to get relevant data from our machines at any given point of time. We are able to analyze our data at any given point of time, and we are able to take that as actionable insights which we can utilize to increase the efficiency of our own facilities. We call this innovation at every level, and this forms the basic structure of EcoStruxure. And yes, obviously these are all bound by end-to-end cyber security, and they are thoroughly interoperable. We call this EcoStruxure platform, and we are focusing on 4 different segment markets, namely buildings, data centers, industry and grid, providing you a unique architecture for each of the following applications. Electrical networks, unlike other systems, they are slightly unique in their performance. They are directly connected to our productivity, they are directly connected to our processes. So it makes a lot more sense for us to have a real-time monitoring as well as historical data analytics. And that is where the true power of IoT comes into picture. This is why we need on-site monitoring to have real-time control, to have real-time actions, so that we can do necessary course corrections of our equipments whenever we feel the need to be. Along with it, analytics of historical data will give us those key insights which will help us in efficiency. So with EcoStruxure, you are able to transform data and insights into true business values. EcoStruxure is providing you a platform which is not just about apps and analytics, which is not just about on-site control and automation, but it is an amalgamation of energy, automation and software together. And that is where we get the end-to-end benefits of IoT. Now, when we are talking about EcoStruxure, when we are talking about electrical systems, it makes way more sense with the electrical industry going through such a paradigm shift. It makes a lot of sense to talk about EcoStruxure Power. And that is where this architecture comes into picture. The connected products layer is the feature-rich products which you have been using all this while. These are the best-in-class products which you have been using. Now they come with embedded connectivity and intelligence. With this, you are able to monitor not just the medium voltage network, not just the low voltage network, but even the final distribution network, and all of them together along with measurement and control. The second layer of edge control provides you an access to on-site, on-premise application which will allow you to control and monitor your devices in real time. We all know our processes require real-time monitoring. We all know our processes require real-time automation, and that is where the edge control layer provides us that edge. The third layer is really the icing on the cake here. With cloud-based applications, with cloud-based services and analytics, we are able to provide you insights which help you in reducing cost and increasing your building efficiency. These 3 layers are thoroughly interoperable. They are completely connected. They talk to each other in real time, and they provide you the best of the IT world, which provides you the analytics from cloud, and the OT world, which helps you in controlling your processes on-site, on-premise. And with our unique EcoStruxure architecture, we are able to provide you with additional benefits. Remember, we talked about certain issues that we were facing with electrical systems. EcoStruxure Power is able to answer to most of them, or rather almost all of them. With EcoStruxure Power, you can increase the life cycle efficiency of your facilities. You are able to divide the facility into, say, 2 halves, being the CAPEX half and the OPEX half. Now, during the CAPEX half, EcoStruxure helps you to maximize capital investment, to reduce your cost, to reduce engineering cost, to make your systems simpler by embedding plug-and-play architectures, by embedding plug-and-play products into it. And with the tested and validated architectures which we bring to you with EcoStruxure Power, you can rest assured that any of the designs, any of the architectures which you are employing from EcoStruxure are 100% compliant to the latest standard. And with this, on the OPEX side, you are able to have a safer, reliable and more efficient operation. You are able to get insights from your data, you are able to rely on the historical data, and you are able to lean on the interoperable layers of EcoStruxure to maximize your building efficiency. With the solution in sight, with the architectures in place, now the next question is, how can you maximize the benefits from EcoStruxure? Well, this is where we come into picture. As our partners, we will continue to support you with our expertise in energy management. We continue to impart technical knowledge. We continue to update you about the latest trends and the latest best practices and the standards about the electrical networks. Also, we will appraise you on the best practices across the globe, which will help you minimize your risk and maximize the work hour efficiency. All of this is supported by the numerous design tools and validation tools which we already provide to you. Along with that, we will also provide you certain design cases to cut down your man hours on each project. Well, when we talk about implementation of EcoStruxure architectures, eco experts are there. We can rely upon, we can lean upon the wide network of eco experts today in this country to realize our EcoStruxure architectures, to deploy them on site at any given point of time. Eco experts, they have proven expertise in different segments of your facility. They will be able to provide you support with building management system, with energy management system, with home automation and many more. So in short, whichever application architecture you want to implement, you can easily find an eco expert right around you. Now, looking at certain use cases, you're looking at how EcoStruxure is today is working, how EcoStruxure in action you can see today. Let's take an example of one of the building facilities. Now, this facility is by one of the leading builders in India. When we were approached by this leading developer, he was facing a couple of challenges. He wanted a very reliable energy system. He wanted a reliable billing system because he wanted his tenants to rest assured that there is no discrepancy in the billing. He also wanted to have trip cause analysis so that he can minimize upon the downtime upon the faults. He wanted a system which is able to not just monitor, not just able to provide him insights, not just able to control, but is able to provide a value added solution to his tenants as well. And that is where EcoStruxure Power helped him out. With EcoStruxure connected products and the edge control layer itself, the customer was able to automatically generate bills for his tenants, and the tenants were very happy now because now they were getting bills that are certified, that are verified by a ISO certified application. And along with that, the customer was also able to analyze the trip causes, the trip history of his devices, and take key insights from it. They moved from a very preventive maintenance to a predictive maintenance scenario. Moving to a scenario of industry, we are proud to say that India's largest automotive brand relies on EcoStruxure Power today. Here, the customer was facing challenges with the basic issues which we see in almost every other facility today. There were a lot of non-compliant equipments which he did not know how they work in tandem together. There was a problem of overheating in the panels, so they wanted temperature monitoring. They also wanted an amalgamation of their low voltage and medium voltage systems because it's a heavy infrastructure. They wanted to connect all of the products together and have a holistic view of their entire installation. And again, EcoStruxure Power was easily able to answer all the queries of the customer. Now, the same customer, the same industry runs on EcoStruxure Power, and they have embedded temperature monitoring, they have embedded monitoring and control of their devices. They are able to say that their systems are now 100% compliant to standards. and that is where the actual power of EcoStruxure comes into picture. Now, this is about industries, this is about commercial sectors, commercial buildings. How does the infra segment moving in India? How is the infra segment moving in India? Well, as we all know, tomorrow we will be inaugurating, Mr. Modi, our Prime Minister, he will be inaugurating the first smart city in India, and we are proud to say that it is run by EcoStruxure. Along with that, I would like to give you an insight onto another portal. Now, what you can see on the screen is the National Power Portal. This is an initiative by the Government of India. This is available to all of us, and it gives us descriptive view of power generation, distribution, and transmission in India. You can drill down from the national level to the state level to the town to the city to different areas of the city. It is brilliant, and this is where India is becoming digital India. India in fact is leading the digital power transformation, and when everybody around us is moving in this digital environment, I have a question for you. India is already on the digital path. When are you going to start your digital journey? Well, along with this, I am concluding the first part of this session, and I bring to you the most interesting part, which is the quiz. As I informed you, there are many exciting prizes to be won. There will be 4 easy questions, and the lucky winners will stand a chance to win Google Home Kits. So please stay tuned for it, and please make sure that you are answering all of the questions to stand a chance to win those awards. After the quiz, we will be running a short video summarizing the entire session today on EcoStruxure Power, and post that, please stay tuned because we will be announcing the winners of this quiz contest today. So we will be going to the quiz in the few moments now. You will be able to see the quiz screen on the left side of your screen.